Hello and welcome to today's Dwelling in the Word. Our Advent reading for today is Revelation chapter 21, the first 5 verses. Yesterday, you will remember we looked at Isaiah chapter 65, where God promised long ago to create new heavens and a new earth. Revelation chapter 21, John takes up the same language, the same image, and he lifts it up to the next level. In Isaiah chapter 65, a person who is 100 years old and dies is thought of as a mere youth, a mere child, dying so young, so early in life. Revelation 21 will say, you know what? Death doesn't exist anymore. Death has been destroyed. What we see at the very end of Revelation chapter 20 is this part of John's vision where the end comes. And when the end comes, death, Satan, and Hades itself are all thrown into the lake of fire that is designated as second death. And anyone whose name is not found written in the book of life is also thrown into this lake of fire. Again, second death. This is the closing moment. These are the last final words of Revelation chapter 20 before John sees what comes next. The words that we read in Revelation chapter 21, beginning in the very first verse. Let's hear this together. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Look, God's dwelling place is now among the people, and he will dwell with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away." He who was seated on the throne said, "I am making everything new." Then he said, "Write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true." We live today in a world full of doomsday prophecies. In the end, these prophecies say everything will be destroyed. One way or another, the world will be ruined and or destroyed. It will not be inhabitable anymore. It will be dark. It will be chaos. It will be awful. Now, the gospel of Jesus Christ, our Lord, presents us with a very different vision, a very different prophecy, and it's not a doomsday prophecy. Yes, in Revelation 21, the first earth passes away, but in its place, there is a glorious new earth, and God himself will come to live among us on this new earth, where everything will be made new in the sense that it will be radically different. Can you imagine a world without death, mourning, crying, or even pain? Now, there is an old hymn that borrowed heavily from this vision in Revelation 21. The name of the song is "No Tears in Heaven." And the chorus repeats this simple refrain, "No tears in heaven fair, no tears up there. Sorrow and pain will all have flown. No tears in heaven fair, no tears up there. No tears in heaven will be known." Now, I want you to notice the subtle shift in where this happens. In the song, there's no tears up there in heaven fair. No tears, no tears up there. In Revelation 21, there are no tears down here on the new earth where God now lives among his people. There are no tears in this place because God himself has come to us, to his people, to wipe away every tear from their eyes. The old order of things has passed away. Something new, something different, something wonderful takes its place. This is what we're hoping for. This is what we are all longing for. This is what we are living for. And I want to ask you to hold on to the hope of what God has promised us. It does not end in death and cataclysmic chaos and darkness. The Alpha and Omega is coming to make everything new. These words are trustworthy and true.